I'm Jack Sargent from Katanning. Katanning's always been full of plenty of sunshine and blue skies. Sunshine which produces a lot of energy. Now if you're worrying about power bills or have been and wanting to possibly cut down some of that, solar panels may be the right choice for you. I've been thinking about it. Let's go speak to some people who know what it's all about. Hi, today we are talking to Doug Cherry, who's installed solar panels on his shed roof. Tell us why you decided to go solar panels, Doug.
Probably about 7 years ago I had thought about it, but it didn't appear to be profitable. But my son-in-law and saw an ad for some solar panels that were, I won't say cheap, but they fit our budget. So, and from there we said, well, the solar panels are great because it's certainly saved us a lot of money, even though we had a capital outlay of about $3,500. But yeah, it's worked from there.
Yeah, okay. So what happens to your power when it's generated? Where does it head from there?
Well, through the day, obviously it's consumed in the house, and any surplus that's consumed by the 5 kilowatts goes back into the grid.
Oh, okay. Yep. So back to Western Power.
Basically, yep.
Oh, interesting. Yep. So, Doug, you've got here your results from approximately 2 years' worth of power saved, I suppose, since you've had the systems installed. What exactly are some of your results? Well,
prior to installing our solar panels, our bill was $120 to $150 every 2 months. And as you look down through this, sometimes we've got a credit, particularly in the summer months. Winter months, you're probably paying $60 for those 2 months,
right?
But you've accumulated credits through the summer that equalise out that bill to a certain extent. So the other, I suppose, on the Western Power bill, they provide all this information, so you can sort of there's I won't say it's a warm fuzzy feeling, but you do save, or you do produce carbon savings, I suppose, and over the duration of our with our solar panels, we've saved for 3,923 kilograms of CO2, which obviously the power station doesn't have to spew into the atmosphere.
So that's really interesting what Doug had to tell us. Here's a system that has just solar panels on his roof, and any excess energy goes back into the grid. If you use the bulk of your energy during the daylight hours, your cost should be considerably less, and you will only be paying for the energy that you're using of a night time, which is quite minimal. As Doug said, excess energy he generates in the summer is fed back into the power grid, and he gets a credit on his account for this. This credit will then go against the cost of the energy he uses at night. Doug reckons his $3,500 investment in solar panels has reduced what would normally be paid in power bills significantly, and the system should pay for itself in about 5 years' time. We also remember that Doug is doing his part to reduce carbon production in our country. The energy he creates with his system means that the power company does not have to use coal to produce that energy. Great job, Doug. Let's go to Sue Rocky's place. She and her husband, Graham, have a totally off-the-grid system with battery storage. Hi, I'm with Sue Rocky. Her house is completely off-grid and completely self-sufficient of energy. Would you mind taking us for a tour, Sue?
Yes, certainly. Come this way. Okay, this is where Graham and I keep our the backbone of our off-grid system. We've had it for about 4 years now. As you can see, there's 2 inverters here which talk to each other and work out what we need for our house. The power actually runs, anything we need runs straight from the solar panels to our house. Any excess power that's being used comes down to our batteries and is stored there. As you can see, there's a panel on the front of the inverter which gives you all the information that you need to work out what's going on with it. As the lights go down, that shows you how much power you've got left in your batteries. At the moment, we're using whatever we need up at the house for your normal appliances, and the rest is just floating because our batteries are full. We've had this system, as I said, for about 4 years, and we've never had any problems with it at all, even over the winter time. It's very maintenance free. We do check it from time to time though with the company.
So we've seen the way you produce the energy, which is amazing. What's the go? Do you have to do without any of the mod cons that everyone has to this day?
No, as you can see, Jack, we have the everyday appliances like our fridge and our washing machine, and also the television with the stereo equipment as well. So no, we don't do without at all.
Awesome. Not missing out on anything except the bills.
No, that's right, no bills.
So there we have two examples of solar systems you can have on your home. The solar panels, which collect the energy and send it back to the grid, and the other type, which is completely off-grid, store your energy and power into batteries. There is one other area I want to look into, and that's commercial solar. Let's go speak to Adrian and see what he's got to say. Hi, today I'm with Adrian Richardson. Adrian is a treasurer of the Katanning Land Care Department, and he's installed solar system on his shed, running his complete farm and business side of things off that solar. Tell us, Adrian, why did you go that choice?
For two reasons really, both for environmental reasons, to have a clean green energy, but also to save some money.
Sure.
It's far more cost effective to get your energy direct from the sun every day rather than relying on a coal-fired power station somewhere.
Yes.
That's belching out some smoke, and obviously we're paying top dollar for our power now.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You're looking, so obviously you've noticed a fair bit of difference in the money on the side, on the savings on that side of things, to be able to run your whole business? Or?
Yeah. Haven't had our system in for long enough to get a full year yet of what the savings are going to be, but I believe they will be substantial, more than half the cost, I would imagine, of just buying your power direct from Synergy, from a coal-powered station.
Yeah. Give us some history on the Solar Club.
Well, the Katanning Land Care Group's been going for a long time, and we're currently looking into more sustainable living options, and one of them obviously is to put solar panels on your roof.
Sure.
So to give people more confidence in going forward and doing that, we established a buying group, so that there was a bit of research done by a small group of people that were interested in getting solar units on their properties.
So you're looking at putting this onto another business, quite on a large scale side of things.
Yep.
Why?
Well, the same two reasons really. The first one is, on a commercial premises, it's far more important to save money because you're in business to make money, and in the particular businesses that we're looking at with a shopping centre, especially with a supermarket in it, the power cost is your biggest running cost after wages. So if you can save some of that or all of that, obviously, and get it in a clean green energy, then I think it's, you know, we're obliged to do it. It's the ethical thing to do and the right thing to do. We've got shareholders to provide a profit for, so therefore we want to make sure that they get the best return they can, and we believe that with the installation of a solar unit we can get a better return because we can save costs.
Well, that's a lot to think about. After listening to Adrian talk about his experiences with solar energy, both commercially and personally, it does make us think of our own circumstances and whether we can benefit from it. Adrian spoke of the Solar Buying Club. This is a network of individuals that know everything from the installation and all the benefits and supplying of the solar systems. If you would like to get in touch with them, contact Katanning Land Care. See you next time.